You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. It is Thursday, January 4th, right here on KPVM Ace Country Radio, and we're streaming at www.kpvm.tv. In our top story out of Las Vegas, a man attacks a judge in Clark County RJC court and flies off the handle literally just as he's about to be sentenced. RJ Camacho has this story. Take a look at this trending video.
On January 3rd in Clark County, a man attacked a judge during his sentencing. The man, identified as Deborah Redden, was mentally ill and had a string of encounters with law enforcement. Redden previously was charged with 3 felonies, a gross misdemeanor, 9 misdemeanors, multiple domestic violences, battery on a protected person, robbery, and attempted home invasion. The judge, who was attacked, was Clark County District Court Judge Mary K. Holthus, who oversaw a previous case regarding Redden before this incident. On the January 3rd case, Redden was initially charged with assault with a deadly weapon, but was able to plead it down to attempted battery with substantial bodily harm. Deborah Redden was also diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder as well, according to his attorney. Before the attack occurred, Redden and Judge Holthus had a calm exchange between the two as Redden spoke on his behalf before the sentencing was given. Redden stated that, "I just figure I'm in a better place in my mind, my mental health. I have a support system. The reason behind every single domestic violence is I'd been dealing with mental health, and I didn't know about dealing with mental health court, and I still didn't know that I had a mental health problem until August 2023. I'm not a rebellious person. I don't want to be standing here, and I don't want you to have to sit up there and waste your time as well." However, despite this, and the attorney's plea stating that Redden aimed to work towards his high school diploma while working for his new job, the judge stated that,
"I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court..."
In the video, you can hear the judge pleading with Redden to please leave as the court-martial attempts to get him off of her.
Get off her! Get off her! Oh, no, you're good, stop. Don't do this. Hey, where's Mary Kate?
Currently, the district court is reviewing its safety protocols in light of this event. The judge herself, Judge Holthus, was reported to have experienced some injuries and her condition is currently being monitored. The court-martial also sustained injuries and was transported to the hospital for medical care. The condition of the court-martial has not been released at this time.
In more area news, Robert Schultz is currently wanted by the Nye County Sheriff's Office for child abuse. This is a nationwide warrant and search, so anyone with information on where Schultz could be located is urged to call the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000, or you can call Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555, and you can remain anonymous. And after a recent study is released, Nevada is shown to be the state most at risk for cybersecurity attacks.
A study was recently conducted by the Mobile and Telecommunications Service Network Builds that revealed the states most at risk of cyber attacks. The data is based on the last 5 years of cyber attacks provided by the FBI's Internet Crime Report. According to the study, the top 5 states that suffer from cyber attacks are Nevada, Alaska, Maryland, Colorado, and Florida. For Nevada, which is at the highest risk of cybercrime in the United States, has experienced a total of 54,515 cyber attacks, with the highest year being 2021, when the state faced a total of 17,706 cyber attacks. According to the report, the total number of cyber attacks equates to 1,756 attacks for every 100,000 people, and the total victim loss was amounted to $320,052. Alaska, which placed second in the ranking, was reported to have faced a total of 8,453 reported cyber attacks between the years of 2018 and 2022. This total equates to 1,153 attacks for every 100,000 people, and the victim loss total was reported to be $50,511. Maryland placed third in the list, having a total of 53,562 recorded cyber attacks that equaled 928 cyber attacks per 100,000. Cyber attack incidents peaked in 2020 when 14,804 attacks occurred in the span of 1 year. The total victim loss was $479,475. Colorado was the fourth with a total of 53,562 cyber attacks and 928 attacks per 100,000 people. The total victim loss that occurred was $508,886, and their crime peaked in 2020. Same as Maryland, with a total of 12,325 recorded cybersecurity incidents. Florida, which was in fifth place, had a recorded total of 193,602 cybersecurity attacks, which translates to 899 cyber attacks per 100,000 people.
And this Friday, January 5th, a funeral procession takes place for former Nye County Sheriff Sharon Worley, and it will take place from 2 p.m. until 3 p.m., and it will also have a procession on Highway 372, which will be closed during this time, and it will be closed starting at Crawford Way, ending at Pahrump Valley Boulevard. Sheriff Worley will be laid to rest at Chief Tacoma Cemetery. And enrollment is now open for the new STEM experience for after-school and homeschool students as well as adults. KPVM is speaking with the leader of that program who's giving us details.
Hi, my name is Professor Tony Jackson, the director of the STEM Experience. We focus here on web design, robotics, and computer programming and coding. We welcome our homeschool groups. We welcome our students on the weekends. We have evening sessions, after-school sessions for our students that are middle school age. At the STEM Experience, we have the VEX robots, we have the Lego robots, and we also have the MBots. All of those can be programmed via our tablets or cell phones, so our students become versed with coding. At the STEM Experience, we also have free sessions for adults on Fridays. The STEM Experience is open Monday through Saturday. Monday through Friday, we're open from 10 to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, we're open from 9 to 2 p.m. Our after-school programs will begin next week, January 8th, 2024. We have registration enrollment going on now. Parents can register their students at STEMEXP.com online, or they can come inside at the center at 2341 Postal Drive, directly across from the main post office in Pahrump. We look forward to seeing you at the STEM Experience soon.
Pets Are Worth Saving needs your help raising funds, and it's all for a great cause. That and more when News 25 returns.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by Pahrump's United Rentals. From home to job site, they have all your equipment needs. Call 775-990-4260.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, Pets Are Worth Saving is having a yard sale and an adoption event this weekend. So News 25 is speaking with the owner for all of the details.
I'm Connie from Paws, and we're having a yard sale on January 19th and 20th at 520 East Street. This week we're featuring winter clothes, furniture, collectibles like dolls and bric-a-brac. Please come by and join us. Again, 520 East Street from 10 to 2 p.m. On Saturday the 20th, we're having our dogs and cats. There will be puppies and older dogs. There also will be some cats. We have a few bonded pairs and some cats that are available for adoption. The adoption fees vary with us. All spays, neuters, shots, and microchips are included in this fee. So please come by and support Paws. Paws is Pets Are Worth Saving.
Thanks so much, Connie. We love seeing those cuddly cats and kittens. And speaking of, Pat Lemming from Never Forgotten Animal Society is here to tell us about a cute puppy named Georgie who is looking for a forever home.
Hi everyone, this is Pat with Never Forgotten Animal Society at 3091 North David Street in Pahrump, off Bella Vista between Blag and Leslie. In my arms I have a little guy by the name of Georgie. He is one of the 22 puppies we have. He is the smallest of the 22 puppies we have, and he is the last one of his litter. He is available here at Never Forgotten Animal Society. We are open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 5 every day, and no appointment necessary. And we're open on Sunday from 9 until noon, so you're welcome to stop by anytime and meet this little man. He is such a sweet little guy. And again, he is the last of the small puppies that we have. We do have Labrador Retriever mixes. We do have some German Shepherd puppy mixes, and you're welcome to come in and take a look at them anytime. We do have adult dogs as well, and we have some small adult dogs. We're available at 3091 North David Street in Pahrump anytime from Monday through Saturday from 10 until 5. And this is little Georgie. He is not old enough to be fixed yet, so he will go home on what is called a foster to adopt program, which is where you get to take him home, integrate him into your home, and when he turns 20 weeks, we schedule his neuter and we get him fixed. And at the time that he is fixed, then it transitions from a foster to adopt to an actual adoption contract, and that's when you will actually have full ownership of him. His name is Georgie. He is a very sweet little 7-week-old puppy, and he is looking for his forever home. And as you can see, he's a little sweetheart. He loves to cuddle. He had 6 brothers and sisters. They've all been adopted, and he is the last one here. So come on by, no appointment necessary. Come on, meet this little man. I think you'll really enjoy him. Our number is 775-537-8674, and you're just going to love puppy kisses and puppy breath. So come on by. We look forward to it.
Thanks so much, Pat. Yes, Georgie is a cutie, and we have no doubt he'll be adopted soon. All right, and Las Vegas is having another important cultural festival, the first ever Dia de los Reyes Festival, which actually means the Three Kings Day. And this Latin American tradition will be celebrated this weekend, RJ Camacho reports.
For the first time, Clark County will be hosting a Dia de Reyes event, which is also known as Three Kings Day. The celebration, which is often celebrated in Latin American countries, commemorates the visit of the 3 wise men when Jesus was born, and also marks the end of the Christmas season. The celebration is being hosted in partnership with the Mexican Consulate. The event itself will begin at 10 a.m. on Saturday, January 6th, at the Clark County Government Center, which is located at 500 South Grand Central Parkway. The event will feature activities for family and includes music and a special appearance by the 3 wise men, who will have surprises for the children. The celebration will also be unveiling a colossal Rosca de Reyes, which is also known as a king's cake. The Rosca de Reyes is a sweet and symbolic bread that's in the shape of an oval and represents unity. The giant pastry will be adorned as well with colorful candied fruits and sugar, and will be sliced and shared among attendees, as well as the tradition of finding hidden figurines, or muñequitos, within the bread. In addition to the festivities, the event will also feature a resource fair where various community partners and organizations will come together to offer a diverse range of services. Attendees will have an opportunity to connect with health education resources, educational opportunities, information about local food assistance programs, and so much more. Families and children will also have a unique opportunity to interact with representatives from the Las Vegas Raiders, the Vegas Golden Knights, and the Las Vegas Super Bowl 58 Host Committee. The Super Bowl Host Committee will be bringing the Super Bowl trophy for families and children to take pictures with as well. Keep in mind that the event is free and open to the public and will also have free parking.
We're talking circuit breakers and simply taking a travel break when News 25 returns, so don't grab that remote.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, Valley Electric Association's safety manager is talking with us about our circuit breakers.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Today we're going to talk a little bit about circuit breakers. We receive calls every day about power outages and things that are in people's homes. Some of those are just caused by equipment that's in people's homes, or appliances or overloads, and so then they have to deal with the circuit breaker. So in the home, there's two different types of circuit breakers. There's a regular one, and there's one that's called a ground fault circuit interrupter. Those particular breakers are used in areas that you have a readily accessible path to ground, either through a water pipe or somewhere where you're just standing on the ground. So you're required by electrical code to have ground fault circuit interrupters in these places in your home: kitchens, bathrooms, laundry rooms, garages, and outside. Because in those areas you're either standing on the ground or you're working around areas where there's a water pipe. Water pipes come from the ground, so those circuit breakers are designed to operate at very low amounts of ground fault current, and so they'll actually save your life. They were put into effect in the early 1970s. So if you live in a home here in Pahrump that's older than that, you may not have ground fault protected equipment in your home. In that case, you want to make sure you don't do anything around plug-ins around water with any type of device that you could drop in the water, or where you could reach out and touch a water pipe while you're touching an electrical appliance, because obviously you're going to give it a path through your body into the ground through the water pipes. That circuit breaker is designed to save human life. Regular circuit breakers aren't. Regular circuit breakers are designed to prevent fire, and so they'll trip when the circuit's overloaded, but there's too much resistance in your body, so usually it'll never let 15 amps through or 20 amps through to trip the breaker. So most of the fatalities we have in homes, they're usually around on regular breaker equipment. People have a misconception that those will trip and save them if they get in trouble. That's not the case. If the current flow is through your body and then into the ground, there's not going to be, there's too much resistance to allow the breaker to trip. So that's why we have these ground fault protected breakers. So we'd encourage you to check those once in a while. There's a little buttons on them, one that says T for test, and it should pop out, and the other one has an R on it to reset that, and check them twice a year to make sure they're operating properly, so that you can use electrical equipment around water sources and ground sources safely in your home. Thank you.
And if you want to hit the road during this very first weekend of 2024, here's Mikey Ruhan with your weekend road trip tip.
Looking to get away this weekend? Just about an hour away in the Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area, at 1.9 miles, the First Creek Canyon Trail is one of the shorter paths, ascending gently across a wide desert plain to an overgrown corridor along a stream bed. At some times, the stream may be completely dry, but it usually has a light flow, and the main point of interest on the trail, after 1.1 miles, is a pretty pool below a seasonal waterfall, a peaceful place where the creek falls 4 feet down a fern-covered wall of conglomerate, enclosed by higher rocks on each side. Past the fall, the trail continues 0.8 miles to the edge of the Spring Mountains as the creek emerges from a typically overgrown, boulder-filled canyon, and it is relatively easy to scramble up another half mile or so.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, let's take a lovely look outside. Our Lerner and Rowe weather cam post our first winter storm of 24. We have snow-capped mountains and beautiful blue skies. A closer look at weather when we return.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, all up and down this here Ace Country Radio Network, and to your computer or mobile device, www.kpvm.tv. Now, it's really a cool website, 8 channels of digital entertainment. It's all the live content that goes out over the air 24/7. You can see us anytime of the day or night, anytime you want, anywhere you want in the world. Check it out. Fernley, Fallon, Carson City, weather triplets. My gosh, that never happens. 45 degrees, 38 degrees out in Tonopah makes them the cool spot. Once again, 21 at night. Yeah, it's quite chilly up there. 40 out in Goldfield. Beatty saw 53. 59 in roasty toasty Amargosa, with 55 in Las Vegas, saving all the lives. 70 in Death Valley. But here in the paradise of Pahrump, well, let's take a look. Our current temperature, 50 degrees, 55 just a midge earlier. Winds out of the north and northwest, just 10 miles per hour. Humidity at 33%. Kind of makes that chilling weather really cut through. The sun rose this morning at 6:55. Setting this evening at 4:42. We can see the dying embers of the day out in the sky as we speak. Low tonight at 33 degrees. That's where we're headed on a partly cloudy skies. Gorgeous sunset tonight. Do enjoy the last little bit of it as you can. 49% humidity. Smells like maybe clouds for sure. No rain, real talking, but they are looking at some winds coming up. Big gusts tomorrow, 19 mile per hour average gusts. Calms down somewhat Saturday, but Sunday back with a vengeance, 18 mile per hour average gusts. And all that wind, it's going to blow out all those clouds for Monday, and a beautiful clear sky, 10 mile per hour winds. Probably about the chilliest day all year. 47 degrees is going to be our high on Monday. And then we recover a little bit. We end up in the high 40s and low 50s under cloudy skies for the rest of the week. Not too bad, though. Winds, I don't mind when they calm down a little bit. When they get gusty and it's all humid, whoo, Katie, bar the door, it's cold. All right, back to the desk. Here's Jeanette.
All right, thanks so much, John, and thanks for that forecast. A nice change of pace with the snow, but the sun always shines. All right, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.